We know, we keep banging on about it, but the fact is, it's true. SUVs are absolutely booming at the moment. Manufacturers keep making more and more of them, and people just keep on buying them. So it doesn't look like that boom is going to turn into bust anytime soon. That's what makes this, the new Honda CR-V, very big news indeed. Over the years, this car has become the world's biggest selling SUV, and that means it has the potential to be a massive money spinner. The thing is, with so much more competition these days than there used to be, does the CR-V have what it takes to stay on top of the pile? We've come to Austria to find out. On the inside, the CR-V is exactly what you'd expect from a high-end Honda. The materials are of pretty impressive quality, so it feels nice and posh in here, and the dashboard has a nice simple layout, although that does mean that most functions have to be used through the touchscreen system, which is horribly fiddly and awkward to use. Where the CR-V's cabin really does impress though is on space. There is absolutely bags of room in the back, particularly when it comes to legroom. And the wide middle seat and flat floor also mean it's comfortable when you're carrying 3 back there. What's more, the boot is absolutely huge at 561 litres. The CR-V is also available as a 7-seater, but we wouldn't recommend making that upgrade unless you absolutely have to. The boot loses quite a lot of capacity even with the rearmost seats folded away, and although adults can fit in the 3rd row, they won't want to stay back there for all that long. And what's the CR-V like to drive? Well, very relaxing is the answer. The ride feels really smooth, although in fairness, so do pretty much all the roads here in Austria, so we'll have to wait and see how it copes with the more battered surfaces in the UK. The handling feels pretty tidy as well, with lots of grip, not too much body lean, and steering that's light but pretty accurate. Yes, other SUVs feel more agile in the corners, but most family car buyers would take comfort over agility any day of the week. It's a sign of the times that no diesel engine is going to be offered in the new CR-V, so the only engine at launch is a 1.5 litre turbocharged petrol with 173 horsepower. It does feel a tiny bit flat at the bottom of the rev range, and it does take its time to build revs, but it will have just about enough performance for most drivers. Things do feel a little bit perkier if you settle for the front wheel drive rather than the 4x4 version, because it's a good bit lighter. You get an extra 20 horsepower if you go for a car with a continuously variable CVT gearbox. And in fairness, it is a bit better than a lot of other CVTs, but it still does do that classic CVT thing of sending the revs sky high if you require anything more than light acceleration. And despite the power upgrade, you're not going to feel any advantage on performance. That's why we'd stick with a 6-speed manual gearbox, which is really sweet and smooth. The other thing that strikes you is just how quiet it is in here, because exterior noises are extremely well isolated, and that helps keep your life nice and sophisticated. So all in all, the new CR-V builds on the strengths of previous CR-V models, and it is a really good family car, especially in 5-seat format. However, with such fierce competition in the marketplace these days, a lot is going to depend on how much it costs, and at the moment, that hasn't been announced. Assuming that the price is right though, we reckon it is definitely worth a look.